All I can say, guys, is fuck. I've got a leak in me sump area. I'm suspecting it's between the two tanks there. So I have now got to isolate the water to the top tank, put my heaters, everything up into the top tank, bring those bottom down and take them out, and then dry out the cabinet and then rebuild it all next day's off. So yeah, it's now like fucking 2 o'clock and I've got to pull all that shit out. Love my fish tank, love it, but this isn't the fun and games I want. Like I say, fuck. See ya. Alright guys, finally got it all gutted. Basically there's nothing left in there. We just let it dry out for the next 3 or 4 days. All the sump is outside. It's leaking where I thought it was leaking, so that's a good thing. I'll get a big birthday, but what a mission. What a mission. Alright guys, just an update on the fish tank. I've been meaning to do more video of it. I've had all the guts out. This is one of the sumps. I actually had a leak around the seal here. So I've got some rubber which I'm going to glue in between, and then these bulkheads go through. They've got their own seals on the inside, so hopefully when I put them all back together they won't leak. So while I've had it out, this partition was a bit loose, so I've re-glued that. The pump will get a bit of a cleaner overhaul, and same as the skimmer. Also made a slight modification to the other section of the sump. I've made the partition there so I can remove it and adjust the height, and made the section where the actual pump is a bit smaller, and I also scored another light for the refugium. So yeah, hopefully that'll make the stuff grow. In probably less than a week that the tank hasn't had its sump running, we've had an outbreak of cyano, so hopefully I'll get the sump in today, get it sealed up, let all the glues set tonight, and hopefully I'll have it back online tomorrow, and a bit of luck that'll deal with the cyano. So I'll come back and show you once all the stuff's in underneath what it looks like. Alright, got the 2 sections of sump back in. So as I say, strobe a bit with that light. That's the inside here. The return pump will go in there, and that's the other side. That is the fitting that leaked. So as you can probably see, I put extra glue around the outside of it. Got a bit of glue in the middle. Hopefully it won't leak. It's a pain in the ass. And then the inlet will go into here, and all will be good, hopefully. So I'm going to have a bit of lunch, then I'll put the other stuff back in. But I did modify some of the pipe work, so I've got a short pipe to this end and an inlet up that end. So this is where the chato will grow, and my my skimmer sits there. So you'll see that in the next bit. Alright guys, the sump is all back in, and I'll put all the gear back in. So this end here, it's got an inlet which will have the weed which I've picked up, so some chato and calopa. Pump is here. I've changed that. I used to have an outlet going across to there, decided to go away with that, didn't really work anyway, so straight pipe up to the return. Bit extra glue around the joiner. That's where the leak was last time, in between there, so trying to avoid that again. And I have my skimmer in here. It's an old skimmer, it's an old Reef Octopus, so does the job, but a bit modified. I got it off somebody online. He's modified the buggery out of it. It works quite well. one day I'll spend the money and buy a fancy one, and have another inlet into this section here. That section will have oyster shells in it, or I just run a bank of oyster shells down there, just I don't know, keep the calcium up, hopefully. Bit of natural bacteria and stuff build up in there. Won't put those in until the water's in, because they're in a bucket of water outside. I'm trying to keep the bacteria alive, and I do have a cover on that. As I said yesterday, we've had an outbreak of cyano since the sump has been offline, so I'll go get some water tonight. I can't fill it tonight, I'm just letting the glues all set. I want to make sure it's all watertight. In the morning I shall top the water up and I shall bring it online. Hopefully no leaks. There's been a few modifications on the overflow lines and a few things have been tweaked, so I'm just hoping I haven't upset any of the seals there. So yeah, again, that's where we're at. Yep, well, the tide is supposedly running in, so it's the time I have to go and get the water to fill the fish tank tomorrow, because I want to do it in the morning. And it's about 12 degrees outside. It's about 7 o'clock tonight, and I'm going to get my feet wet. It's going to be very cold, people, very cold. There goes, people. Probably can't see me because of my headlamp, but this water is not particularly warm, and I've got to fill up 4 drums. Tell you what, she's fucking cold, guys. Real cold. I would have said keeping an aquarium's an extreme sport. Two to go. I can honestly say I'm frozen there. I'll take this water home and then go and have a hot shower, I think. Yeah, bloody cold. Hi guys, back again. Just finish off the video with the fish tank and the leaky sump. Got the sump and everything all back in, and it's all looking good. So I've got the overflow going down through my oyster shells here. Next compartment's got my skimmer in it. The skimmer's working really good at the moment. Got it at the right height. I don't know if you can see, I made a little stand just to lift it up a bit. If you have it too low in the water, it overflows. That goes through the bulkhead there, as you can see, into the other tank, which has my return pump. And over this section is the refugium, which has its own overflow from the tank into there. And I got a nice donation of Caulerpa and Chaetomorphia in there, so I have upgraded my light. So hopefully with a new light, a nice load of weed, that'll keep my nitrates down. And I have over here my water tub, which is for my automatic top off, so that's set at that level there, which keeps the water level right for the skimmer and the pump. And this one's got a baffle which keeps the water level a bit higher. Also running 3 heaters, so one in that section, one in the return pump section, and one round with the skimmer section, so that'll keep my tank at about 24 degrees easily. Having 3 heaters does give me backup, a redundancy if one fails. It's been a couple of days I've had it running now. Starting to see a little bit of sign of the cyano starting to dissipate. Some of the corals are starting to perk up a bit, so that's all working a bit better. I did check my salinity levels were a little bit high, so I actually bumped up a bit of fresh water in it to bring the salinity levels down, so that'll actually make things happier too. So yes, all done. Cross my fingers, no leaks yet. So we've been running 2 days, so that should all be good. So that's the latest update.